What's up, friends? Wanted to show you a video here on how I play the shapes when I'm playing in the key of D. I probably use these shapes, the key of D shapes, almost every weekend when I play at church. And whether I'm playing simply in the key of D with no capo on, or if I use a capo and I put it on the 2nd fret or the 3rd fret, which will change it to the key of E and then the key of F on the 3rd fret. I use these D shapes very often and very regularly. So I wanted to show you the shapes that I use, because there are a couple of different ways that I've seen people, and I know that people play these shapes. So just starting off on the 1 chord, the D chord, I just use my two fingers, my pointer finger and my ring finger, and I'm using the pointer finger on the G string of the 2nd fret, and then my ring finger on the B string of the 3rd fret, and that's all I hold down for that chord. There are times when I do this D, when I put that middle finger on the high E string on the 2nd fret, but more often than not, I think this sounds best. And when you're playing in these shapes, the key of D, we're going to keep this ring finger just kind of like locked in to that B string on the 3rd fret. So I'm going to show you some other chords that we're going to use in the key of D, but you're going to keep that ring finger locked on that string the whole time. So it's kind of nice. It makes changing chords really easy. So anyways, that's your D chord. And then to do your A sus chord, the A chord is in the key of D. So some people will do that A, kind of like the 3-fingered A chord. I like to use, again, we're going to keep this ring finger locked in on the B string, and then I just put my middle finger and my pointer finger both on the 2nd fret, and I have my middle finger on the G string, and then I put my pointer finger right above it on the D string. And one thing you want to make sure of when you're playing this chord, you don't hit the top low E string. You want to make sure you kind of like rest your thumb on that and just mute it. So we got your D, A sus. The next chord in the key of D is B minor, and this is really easy. Again, we're keeping the ring finger locked in, and then we're just going to keep the ring finger locked in, keep the middle finger locked in on this chord, and just move your pointer finger up 1 string to the A string, and that's your B minor. So instead of doing this bar chord B minor, which is, bar chords are never any fun, you just do this B minor, and it sounds great. It sounds really, really good and really full. And then the last chord, the last main chord that you're going to need to know is going to be a G, and you can just kind of get into your regular G formation here, almost as if you were in the key of G, and we were starting off on that G chord. But you take your pinky finger off. Again, keep your ring finger on, take your pointer finger off, keep your middle finger on, and so you got your middle finger, your ring finger still hanging on that B string, and then you're just going to put your pointer finger on the G string of the 2nd fret. I feel like this is the best type of G when you're playing in the key of D. It just sounds like really nice. So those chords, D, A sus, minor, G. A couple other chords you may need to know at some point. Just a regular D over F, so it's your D chord, but you just put your thumb, or you can put your pointer on this low E string to give it that D over F. You may need an E minor chord, which I'm just going to keep still that ring finger locked in and just go into my regular E minor. And then the last one you may use is actually an A over C sharp, which is a nice chord. It's a really pretty chord. Basically, you would be in your D formation here, and you're just going to take your pinky. It's a big stretch to get up to the 4th fret of that A string. It definitely takes a little bit of pinky strength and a little pinky stretch to go to that and keep your ring and pointer finger held down. But it is a really nice chord. I don't use it very often. But when I do, if you're just like picking around, it just kind of has a really nice sound and a really nice way to go from like a D to a over C sharp to the G. So those are the easiest. That's the easiest way to play. The easiest way, and I think the way that sounds the nicest, as opposed to playing those chords like this D. It's almost like this 3-finger D is almost more of like a country D. Same thing with this 3-fingered A chord. I feel like the same thing with this G chord, and just going to this bar chord for the B minor. It's just really not a whole lot of fun when you're trying to like switch chords really quickly. So I think when you play these chords, I think those make it sound the best in the key of D, and also easiest to switch, keeping that ring finger locked in there. So give it a try. I hope it helps. It's helped me a ton over the years. If you have any questions on these chords or playing in the key of D, just drop a comment below, and be happy to help you out.